Hello all, I just wanted to make a quick video regarding Pothos. While there's lots of videos out there talking about Pothos and the general way that Pothos has grown, I just wanted to share some of my experience with this beautiful plant. So what you're actually seeing here are two different varieties of the Pothos that I was gifted actually. One of them, you can tell by this leaf here, is just the standard version. There's just a plain green leaf. And the other variety that I've got is this one here. That's got some variation in the color of the leaves, as you can actually see. Now, a very good friend of mine by the name of Rachel was so kind enough to gift me a cutting of both of these varieties, and at the time the cuttings were about perhaps 60 centimeters long, or about 2 feet each of them. And so what I had done was put the roots of them, or at least the nodes of them, into my aquarium, and within probably, I would say, 2 to 3 months, they just started to grow fantastically, very, very quickly. And this is about, I would say, about 1.5 to 2 years worth of growth. Now remember, they were only about 60 centimeters long, each of them, when I got them, and they are now growing fantastically. I've had to pin them up to the wall, and some of them's actually fallen off. The sticky stuff has actually fallen off the wall, so I've got to put that back up there. But you can see how fantastically they've grown. So a lot of people say plant the roots in soil. Some people say put the roots in a bowl of water, and that certainly is the success that I've had, is just putting the roots in, instead of a bowl of water, into an aquarium, which then uses the waste from the fish. So this is Cooper over here. He's not feeling very well. He's trying to recover from a parasite infection, so hence the aquarium is green with some medication that I put in, an antifungal, but I digress. What I had a lot of difficulty finding, and certainly according to Google, the information says that Pothos, while can be grown out of water, as in the roots, it doesn't actually, well, the research that I have done is that Pothos does not grow fully submerged in water. And so I'm here to tell you something a little bit different. I should have actually made a video of the root system, but you can see, maybe if I go around the other side, to explain what's actually happened here. So you can see that I've actually just given these root systems a bit of a trim, and basically put a bit of pipe in there so it doesn't irritate the fish, and the roots don't sort of fly off and make it look unsightly in the aquarium. But what was actually happening was, out of the roots, pretty much at the end where you can see it right there, there had started to form a root ball, and out of that root ball, totally submerged in water, probably about 20 centimeters from the top of the water line, this guy was growing. Now, what's happened here? So, what I'm saying to you is that the Pothos, and keep in mind that this is the variety with the variation in the leaf color. So what's happened here is that the Pothos roots were put into my aquarium, and probably after about, I said about a year and a half to 2 years, there was a root ball that actually formed, and this guy, as you see him, was growing out of that root ball. And yes, it made my aquarium quite messy, so I decided to give all of the roots a trim. And so what I'm telling you is that this guy, its entire life, has been underwater, fully submerged. Now, my aquarium is running a typical aquarium chemical like water conditioner and a dechlorinator. And the temperature of my aquarium usually sits at around 25 to 27 degrees, depending on if I'm combating some sort of disease, ick for example, fish disease. But the temperature sits at somewhere between 25 and about 27 degrees. Water changes are approximately every 2 to 4 weeks. The water quality is usually pretty good. And so this Pothos has actually grown. Like I said, it started its life totally submerged underwater, and so I've just planted them in these little aquarium sort of plant holders, just with a bit of gravel. Well, they're smaller stones, and there's no planting soil or planting medium that I've used, and I've ensured that the light is almost directly above both of these that are actually sort of growing, just to give them as much light as possible. So I hope this information's been helpful for you. Through my research, I have found, or the information that I've found is saying that you cannot grow Pothos totally submerged underwater. And I'm saying to you that this guy grew out of a root ball from there after about perhaps a year and a half to 2 years worth of growing. And so I suspect that under these conditions, this cutting is going to successfully grow underwater and thrive, because that's all it's ever known. So just an experiment. I'm not sure if you want to try this at home, but please also leave a comment if you found this video to be helpful, if you've had any experience with indeed Pothos growing entirely submerged underwater. And also I'm always looking for plants that aren't necessarily aquatic plants, but plants that perhaps can grow with their roots at least in water and nothing else, because I'm looking to clear out the waste from my aquarium and give my fish a healthy living environment. So once again, yes, please leave a comment if you found this helpful. Please share your comments on your experience with growing Pothos and other plants sort of straight in water with no planting medium. And also don't forget to hit like. Hope that's helpful. Bye for now.